NASCAR makes its return to Road America. Well, the Cup Series makes its return to Road America since 1956, 65 years ago, and NASCAR races on July 4th for the first time since 2009, and history's been made. And wow, just what a race. Let's go ahead and dive on into this video, guys. Hey guys, NASCAR Mobile 3 back again, and welcome back to another episode of NRR. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing the 2021 Jockey Made in America 250 at Road America in Plymouth, Wisconsin. And man, that race was it was a pretty decent race. It was a solid race. It wasn't the best, it wasn't the worst. It was right there, dead center in the middle. A neutral, pretty decent, solid race, because stage 2, in my opinion, was the best part of the race. Stage 2 throughout stage 2 was just amazing. Stage 3, of course, it was a bit exciting and stuff, but then after that final restart, things started to dry out and stuff, and the stage 1 was pretty decent as well, I'd have to say. But yeah, this race was pretty good. But yeah, in this video, once again, I'm going to look at our top 10 drivers. We're going to rate the race, talk about this race as a whole, like, talking about it, about all the stuff that happened in the race. Look at drivers that did good, drivers that did bad, and we're going to end it up looking at the playoff standings, because we have another big playoff shakeup and stuff, and there could have been something big that would have ruined someone in the playoffs. But yeah, let's go ahead and review the top 10. Finishing in first was Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott's able to get the job done here today at Road America. His 7th win on a road course, his 13th career win. And if I think about it, over half of Elliott's wins are on road courses, 7 out of 13. He's only won 6 times on an oval. And this is his 2nd win of the year, 2nd road course win of the year. He was the only Hendrick car to finish in the top 10. I was thinking, But then again, the Hendrick cars, they were good. It's just that late in the race, they just had some bad luck on their side. But also, this is the 10th win for Hendrick Motorsports this year. This is the first time Hendrick has 10 wins or more in a season since 2014, when all 4 Hendrick cars won. Elliott, he started 32nd in this race because he was not able to make a qualifying lap because he just ran out of time, and there was like an issue on the track that brought out the red flag, so they kind of got screwed right there. But then they were able to make a comeback and get the win. This is also his 6th win in the last 8 road course races, and also becomes the first driver to win at Road America since 1956, which was won by Tim Flock 65 years ago. He's also the first driver to win on July 4th since Tony Stewart 2009 in Daytona, when Kyle Busch almost had the win, and then Stewart turned him into the wall. And also, Elliott, he has to be happy, because after this, he's going back to his home track next weekend at Atlanta. Let's see if he can get the win there. And also, it was funny, they're playing the pre-race, or the post-race show right now. Alan Gustafson, or the Chase Elliott's team, had to go change his tire before he went to Victory Lane, because it took him a while, because, guys, that track, Road America, is longer than COTA and stuff. It's like over 4 miles and stuff. But he's in Victory Lane right now. But so this was a really great race for Chase on the 9 team. We'll see what they can do next week at Atlanta. I don't expect them to win, because they're okay at Atlanta, but not the best. But good race for Chase on the 9 team. Finishing second was Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell was hard charging in the last few parts, or the last few laps of this race, and he was able to pass Kyle Busch for that runner-up spot. And this is his 7th top 10 of the year. Well, he did get 2nd, so this was actually his first top 5 since Richmond back in April. Wow, it's been a while. But he did recently just get a top 10 in Nashville a couple weeks back. But still, good race for Christopher Bell and the 20 team. They really need some momentum like this going into the playoffs, because recently they haven't been doing so well. Like that 32nd they got at the 2nd Pocono race, and 17th as well in the first one, and the 24th at Sonoma. They just got to keep things rolling, keep this momentum up if they want to be strong, or start off strong in the playoffs. Because right now, Christopher Bell, I like him, but after of what he's been doing so far in June and July, just the summer so far, he could be be out in the first round and stuff, because I rank him like 16th in the Cup Series right now. But still, decent racer, Christopher Bell and the 20 team. We'll see what they can do at Atlanta. Finishing in third was Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch also had a pretty great weekend. Gets his top 5 here today. He also won the Xfinity race yesterday over AJ Allmendinger, Michael Annett, and Daniel Hemrick, and Austin Cindric, and all those guys. So good weekend for him. 101 wins. Wow, 101. Just why? But anyway, Kyle Busch, this is his third straight top 5 finish. Finished second in the first Pocono race, won the second Pocono race, and gets a third place finish here. And really, I can't really think of the last time Kyle Busch has had a bad finish. I feel like that... Oh, wait. I'd have to say Dover. Yeah, Dover. He finished like 26th, 27th in that race. But still, decent race for Kyle Busch and the 18 team. We'll see what they can do at Atlanta. Don't expect them to win. Probably get another top 5, which would make it 4 straight top 5s for that team. But still, a good race for Kyle Busch and the 18 team. Finishing in fourth is the other Busch brother, the older one, Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch, if you think about like Coda and the Coke 600, they just had bad races, and then they picked it up at Sonoma, getting 6th, got an 8th at Nashville, they got 6th in the first Pocono race. They might have, like, ran out of gas in the second Pocono race, but they do get a 4th place finish here, so that's good for them. They're really clicking, they're really moving it up, because now, because in the first Pocono race, Kurt Busch had the better advantage over Chris Buescher. Chris Buescher did have the better advantage than Kurt Busch in the second one, since Kurt Busch ran out of gas coming back to the line. And then now Kurt Busch extends it to over 20 points in the playoffs right now from the cut line. So good step forward for Kurt Busch and the one team. This is really cool to see him and Ross Chastain both get top 10s after the announcement of CGR shutting down after 2021, ceasing operations and giving it all to Trackhouse and stuff. So it really sucks for that, but wish CGR the best going into IndyCar and IMSA for the rest of, or however long they do that. But still, cool to see them in NASCAR. So good job for Kurt Busch and Chastain to get a top 10 for Chip Ganassi. Hopefully they can get a win for him. Could it be at Atlanta? We'll see, because Kurt Busch wrecked there. My bad, but still a decent race for Kurt Busch and the one team. Rounding up the top 5 and 5th is Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin's just been having an up and down season so far. I mean, like, in the last, 3-4 races, he gets a 21st at Nashville, then gets a 4th place finish in the first Pocono race, then gets 14th in the second Pocono race, and then gets a 5th right here today at Road America. So different. It's pretty weird for them after having a great start to the season, but still no wins for the 11 team, but they have like a 351 point gap to the cut line and stuff, so they're fine. They're good. They could even miss probably the rest of these next 6 races till the playoffs start, and they'll still be fine. But still, decent race for Denny Hamlin and the 11 team, and we'll see what they can do at Atlanta. Finishing 6th was Chase Briscoe. Chase Briscoe was able to have an amazing day. They just had a really great day in the number 14 team, because road courses, that's where it's at for the 14 team, because Briscoe did really well on the road courses back last year in the Xfinity Series. Like, he won at the Indy road course, and I can't wait to see him race there later in August. But yeah, he finishes 6th, matches his best career finish where he got 6th at Coda, another road course. So we'll see what Chase Briscoe can do going into Atlanta and stuff. They're not going to make the playoffs not according to my predictions from earlier this year. And if you guys haven't seen my halfway point review for my Cup Series predictions from earlier this year, please go check that out. I made that on Friday. But yeah, good finish for Chase Briscoe and the 14 team, and we'll see if their luck can continue going into Atlanta. Finishing 7th was Ross Chastain. This is what I want to see from Ross Chastain. Consistency. Because, they got 2nd at Nashville a couple weeks back, but then had a terrible weekend at Pocono, getting 33rd and 26th, and now they get 7th. They really needed this 7th place finish, because now they're 18th in the playoff standings, and they're not far behind. They are right there. So watch out for that 42 car. I want them to make the playoffs, because they really deserve it, and it'd be really cool if Chastain could in his first full-time Cup Series season and stuff, and it would be really cool for Chip Ganassi to get both of his cars in the playoffs for the final time in his Cup Series career as an owner. But still, decent race for Chastain and the 42 team, and we'll see if this luck can continue going into Atlanta. Finishing in 8th is, of course, The number 8, Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick, 2 straight top 10s for them now, getting 9th at the second Pocono race and 8th today at Road America. So this is a good step ahead for them because, like I said, they are in that playoff battle. I know they're in 15th and they haven't switched spots with anybody, but it's still up for grabs with just 16 races to go. So he has to be careful there, but good race for them in the 8 team, and we'll see what they can do going into Atlanta because they really need some more good luck on their side because the last time they were at an intermediate track, like an oval, they finished 18th. So we'll see what they can do going into Atlanta. Finishing in 9th was Martrix Jr. I really thought Martrix Jr. would do better in this race. He didn't really do that much at all, to be honest, because Truex, going into qualifying, he wasn't really that fast and stuff, so I was thinking, okay, it might just be Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin challenging one of the Hendrick cars, but still, this is actually Martrix Jr.'s first top 10 since... Oh, the last road course race at Sonoma, he got 3rd there. And he also started 9th in this race and finishes 9th, so that's weird. But still, decent race for the 19 team. They're moving up a little bit and stuff. They have 3 wins this year, but right now it doesn't even look like they deserve those 3 wins or like they even got them. But we'll see if Truex can continue this momentum or consistency of getting top 10s and later into the season going into the playoffs. But decent race for the 19 team. And finally, rounding up the top 10 and 10th was Matt DiBenedetto. Matt DiBenedetto did really well in Stage 2. He was going for it and stuff, challenging Austin Cindric, challenging Kyle Busch. But then at the end of Stage 2, they had a tire problem. They did not win the stage. Tyler Reddick won the stage. Forgot to mention Tyler Reddick did win Stage 2 and stuff, so that's good for them as they got an extra 10 points and a playoff point, so that's good for Reddick. But back to DiBenedetto, this is his first top 10 since Kansas, where they got 4th at Kansas and then had just not good finishes until today, getting 10th. So good race for them. They got to keep this up going into Atlanta and New Hampshire and just Watkins Glen and just keep going until the playoffs start. But a decent race for the 21 team, and we'll see if this luck can continue going into Atlanta, like I said. And now let's rate this race. This was a pretty decent race here at Road America. Like I said, Stage 2 was by far my favorite part of the race. Just thrilling, good battles and stuff, and a lot of strategy coming into play. Stage 1 was pretty decent as well, but not as good as Stage 2. Stage 3, it was pretty decent as well, but then you had that long stint at the end with 16 laps to go, so still a pretty decent race. So I have to rate this race a good solid 7.5 out of 10. Let me know what you guys would rate it in the comment section below. Now let's talk about this race as a whole, or just talk about what happened in the race. So talking about this race as a whole, coming into this race, of course, we talked about the Trackhouse CGR news. Also, Todd Gordon says he's retiring after 2021. I don't know who will be Blaney's new crew chief, but other than that, Byron won the pole, his 6th career pole, and actually, fun fact, that was the worst finish William Byron has had from starting from the pole, because before his finish here today at Road America, his worst finish from starting from the pole was 21st at Daytona and Darlington back in 2019, so really sucks for William Byron. The 2014, they didn't deserve that. Kyle Busch had to start from the rear, Bubba Wallace had to start from the rear, Ellie and Briscoe, like I said, they got screwed and stuff with the qualifying. Bell, Allmendinger, and McDowell won at Road America in the Xfinity Series, so those are some drivers you had to watch out for, and Bell got 2nd place. Suarez had mechanical issues early in this race, same thing with Ryan Preece, mechanical issue. Elliott and Kyle Busch early in the race were on the move after starting at the back of the field. Ty Dillon went for a spin, and then Kyle Tilley had a tire go down, and he just went into the gravel and stuff. That was, I believe, the first caution of the race. Also, some penalties on pit road. Austin Dillon was too fast exiting on pit road. He couldn't take that because he was terrible. He's terrible at road courses and stuff, but he did get 11th, but still, he's not really good on road courses according to his history. He just matched his best finish at a road course 11th, like he did at the Daytona road course earlier this year, because he does not have a top 10 at a road course. Michael McDowell, Chase Briscoe, they drove through too many pit boxes because the pit boxes are really short at Road America. Then William Byron won the first stage. Then Cindric and DiBenedetto had a great battle for the lead. Hamlin ran into the gravel. Keselowski spun out. Cindric spun out. He had a left rear shaft issue. Terrible luck for them. Kyle Busch went from last to first. after Cindric spun out. LaJoy spun out. He had contact from Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon just not had a great day, but he did get a good finish. And then there was turf on the track because of Corey LaJoy. DiBenedetto had a tire problem. Kurt Busch went off into the grass, and he had grass on the grill. Truex was too fast entering. Then Reddick won stage 2. McDowell had nose damage. DiBenedetto took the lead from Kyle Busch, and I was very shocked by that. And also, Elliott then later took the lead. Blaney had hood damage, and Anthony Alfredo spun out late in the race. He had a flat tire. The caution came out. Huge advantage for Blaney and Eric Almirola, who were on pit road when that happened. William Byron overran the corner in turn 5, and then Alex Bowman and spun out Kyle Larson. Bowman had a tire rub after that, and he had to pit. Got 22nd. Kyle Larson finished 15th or 16th. So they still had a top 10 car. That doesn't mean they suck. They just had bad luck right there. Bowman just couldn't slow it down. Briscoe ran wide in one of the corners. Could have had a top 5 finish if he would have just kept the car going regularly, and then Chase Elliott ended up winning the race. So that's the race as a whole, just summed up quickly. So here are the drivers who I thought had a neutral/solid day. First up with Austin Dillon, they matched their best finish on a road course, 11th. They got 11th at the Daytona road course earlier this year. Kyle Larson, even though he got taken out by his teammate and finished 16th, he still had a decent race and stuff, so I thought it was just a okay day for the 5 team. They still finished in the top 20. Next up, Stenhouse finished 12th. Good day for the 47 team. Justin Haley deserves a good shutout because he got 25th today. That was his best finish since Phoenix earlier this year, so good finish for them. And finally, Alex Bowman took out his teammate, cut a tire, came back, finished 22nd. Still, I'd say that's an okay day for them because they did technically have a fast car. It's not like they were bad all day. So those are the drivers who I thought had a neutral/solid day. Now let's look at the drivers who had a bad day. Also, another driver who I thought had a neutral/solid day was William Byron, because they were really good all day, but then, later in the race, they ran wide in turn 5, and they lost a lot of spots and finished pretty bad. But still, they were pretty good all day. They could have won this race, but yeah, sucks for them. We'll see what they can do at Atlanta. First off, Chris Buescher, I wouldn't say this is a fully bad day for them. They finished 18th, but a day that they just needed a good finish, because now they're back in 17th. Well, they're still in 17th, but they've lost a lot more points. Blaney, they had the advantage with 16 laps to go that they restarted by the front, but then he came back, finished 20th. So, and they had hood problem, damage on the hood, so not a good day for that. Kevin Harvick finished 27th, I believe, so not a good day for the 4 team. A.J. Allmendinger finished 29th, not a good day for them. Michael McDowell finished 30th. He did have some nose damage that pushed him all the way back through the pack, so that really sucks for them. And Ryan Newman just finished 32nd, so those are some drivers who had bad days. Now let's look at the final 5 drivers who I thought had a bad day. Actually, the final 4, Daniel Suarez right here had mechanical failure and stuff. They did not have a good finish. They finished in 30th or in the back and stuff. They did come back on track. They were 10 laps down in the race and stuff. They just cannot afford to have something like that happen, because now they're outside the top 20 in the playoff standings. Next up, Anthony Alfredo ran into the gravel, caused the last caution, brake issues and stuff. Ryan Preece, mechanical failure, finished dead last in this race, and Bubba Wallace finished 24th in this race. I mean, he got his best finish at a road course at Sonoma, which was 14th, but then just didn't have a good day because they were running in the top 5, top 10 early in this race, just didn't get a good result. So those are the drivers who I thought had a bad day. And now to the playoff standings. First up, Kyle Larson still in the lead, 4 wins. Martrix Jr. and Alex Bowman have 3 wins. Kyle Busch and Chase Elliott have 2 wins. Then from William Byron, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, Brad Keselowski, Christopher Bell, and Michael McDowell, they all still have 1 win. Denny Hamlin in 12th, 352 points to the good. Kevin Harvick in 13th, 153 points to the good. Austin Dillon in 14th, 98 points to the good. Tyler Reddick in 15th, 75 points to the good. So I think right now Tyler Reddick had a really good day, because if he didn't have the 10 points, he'd be 65 points to the good. So right now, for now, after this race, I think Tyler Reddick is safe. So I think right now the only playoff standing up for the grabs is Kurt Busch, who's 25 points to the good. And And then below the cut line, you got Chris Buescher minus 25, Chastain in 18th minus 69. He had a really good day. Oh, nice. Then next up, Stenhouse in 19th, he's minus 70, and then Matthew Benedetto minus 74. So those are the drivers right there. So after this race, I feel like Tyler Reddick is safe for now, but right now that last playoff spot's up for grabs between these 5 drivers. But things can change because Reddick, he has a 1-point cushion right now, so if he could just increase it in going into Atlanta next week, he could be out of it and probably could work on it, and so that he could be safe and he can lock in that playoff spot. But that's your playoff standings after Road America. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm not going to make a video this week. I'm going to be making, the Atlanta review and then the New Hampshire review. I won't be making it probably till the Wednesday or Thursday after the race, because I'll be out of town during that, so that's gonna be an issue right there. But we'll see. I'll probably make it on Wednesday and Thursday. But the Atlanta race, I should make that review and stuff, because I'm leaving next Monday for my vacation, so that should be some fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be back for that Atlanta review like I promised, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm still trying to think of when I'll make that patriotic paint scheme tier list, or just look at the paint schemes overall and rate them. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your 4th of July, and happy 4th of July. Peace out.